people in the world to say that there was no Boeing at the Pentagon. In other words, in terms of 9/11 truth, he's one of the first, right? Very early on, talking about.
Wow, he is inside Tripoli?
Yeah.
I got to hear about this, then phone calls on the other side. From Tripoli, live, Webster Tarpley. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The number one secret to having great health and long life is having high levels of glutathione. This master antioxidant is required by your body to stop free radicals, keep cells young, remove chemical and heavy metal toxins, support immunity, support liver functions, stop inflammation, and much more. The results of optimal levels of glutathione in your body are more mental and physical energy, stronger immune system, greater endurance, and more. Do you know the number one secret superfood that helps increase your glutathione levels by 64% or more? It's unheated whey protein powder from grass-fed cows. This health food is amazing in its ability to do so much for virtually everyone. Introducing One World Whey, an industry-first, unheated whey protein powder from grass-fed cows. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
The folks at eFoods Direct have saved you from the huge price increases on food by buying raw materials ahead and packing your supplies themselves. They haven't increased their prices on great long-term food reserves since last year. With the rising cost of raw materials and gas prices, they can't hold off any longer. As of July 1st, eFoods Direct is forced to increase their prices so they can still ship you the best storable food on the planet. Until the end of June, you can lock in the cost of your food at last year's prices by calling 800-409-5633. Your time is running out to build your supply with the best food on the planet at last year's prices with eFoods Direct. Call 800-409-5633. Prices go up at the end of June. Go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Do you want to learn more about preparing for the hard times ahead? Have you ever thought about actually getting off the grid and becoming truly self-reliant? Introducing Off the Grid News, a weekly newsletter for independent Americans who want practical advice on how to survive and even prosper in an increasingly dangerous world. It's the best way to get a black belt in emergency preparedness, survival skills, and off-the-grid living. Packed with hard-hitting information on gardening, food preparation, alternative energy, and home security, there's simply nothing like it. And the best part, this $100 annual subscription is now free of charge. Simply sign up today and you'll also get our hard-hitting report, Food Shock, Why 2011 Could Be the Single Most Important Year in American History to Plant a Family Garden. It's absolutely free for listeners who sign up at offthegridnews.net. That's offthegridnews.net. Get your free Food Shock right now at offthegridnews.net.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
What do you mean I don't believe in God?
Talk to him every day.
Talk to him every day. What do you mean I don't support your system?
All right, my friends, we are back live, and I want to go to your phone calls for Webster Tarpley. But, Webster, any other things that you can report to us that you think are very important from Tripoli and where you see this going?
Well, I think we pretty much covered it. The determination here is very great, and they think they're winning, and they're fiercely proud of the fact that they've stood up to the NATO bombing for quite a bit longer than Serbia, and there's also been a ground war going on. So, again, looking at those assault rifles and those RPGs and that tribal structure, I think it's the last place in the world anybody in his right mind would want to invade, and I sincerely hope that this won't happen. And again, I would urge people, get busy. If the congressman is going to be around for one of these 4th of July recess town meetings, get in there and say, this has to end. This is a crime against humanity. This is savage barbarity, and it's really
you mean
thing.
You mean it's a peace prize humanitarian aid mission?
Yeah, right. And that guy, of course, he's impeachable for a number of reasons, but one of the ones in the first rank is violating the War Powers Act. I'm sorry, that's a public law. President shall take care that the laws be faithfully enforced, not violate them. Impeachment.
Well, you said it, Webster. How long are you going to be in Libya?
Well, I don't know. Let's, never know what happens here, right? Inshallah. Depends.
So, Tarpley, are you going to be joining the forces of Muammar Gaddafi?
No, I don't think so. I'm just, I'm an observer, a foreign reporter.
No, I know. I'm joking, but I can see you like the, brigades in the Spanish Civil War, Tarpley out there with a helmet on.
No, I'm not a combatant in any way. I'm just a commentator.
I understand that. Well, you've got a lot of courage. You were privately, and I've been invited by some aid groups and media groups previously, Cynthia McKinney did, and others, to go. Like I was invited to go with her to Tripoli. And I have to say, it's not even so much as a fearful thing. I fear more bed bugs in a Tunisian airport and the cigarette smoke than I fear, being shot down in an aircraft or being killed in a bombardment. I actually fear going through customs when I come back more than I just, I hate air travel these days. But I'm tempted to go over there. I'm told North Africa is beautiful in its own mysterious way.
Oh, this is the golden south here, right? This is the Mediterranean in all of its splendor. There are these beautiful trees with red flowers on them. You look at the port of Tripoli, this basin that they've got. In the afternoon, it turns silver and gold with the Mediterranean sun. Palm trees everywhere. It's not humid. It's the temperatures have been, I would say, moderate, sort of in the 70s to 80s. And again, a very modern city. And again, I'm amazed that there's not animus against the NATO foreigners coming from NATO states, because with what these NATO guys have done to Libya, you'd think that foreigners would be getting lynched. But there's not even the breath of this. There's a desire to have people come. I mean, you would be extremely welcome. I think you would be.
No, it sounds like they're pretty.
It
sounds like they're pretty sophisticated.
Yeah, these are highly educated people. There was a whole program of sending people to Europe, to the United States, to Australia, to Malaysia, to all kinds of places, to build up an educated working population of people who can contribute, and you really see the benefits. The people who are in the top positions, date back to the late 60s and 70s, but their children and the other sort of younger age cohorts are all people with they've all got degrees from this or that U.S. or European university. You can pick French or Italian or English. All of those are going to get you just about anything you need.
Wow. And meanwhile, we're told that it's another evil Middle Eastern group that has to be destroyed.
Yeah, again, and the people that you're supposed to support are indeed these characters with the beards, the benighted ones, whose favorite occupation was setting the roadside bombs in Afghanistan and Iraq. And, of course, when they were in Iraq, they were killing more Iraqis than U.S., but they killed quite a few U.S. troops also.
But we're told Al-Qaeda's now good. I mean, we're not going to agree with that, but that's because we're un-American. Let's take a few calls for Webster Griffin Tarpley, tarpley.net. Let's talk to Jack in Pennsylvania. Jack, you're on the air.
Hello. I have a question for Webster. Do you think, you just said that there's no animus towards the foreigners. Do you think this has anything to do with like water fluoridation programs or anything that are going on in the Middle East? Because
I have no idea about any of that. I think it's just that this is a very educated and civilized population, and they've had the benefits of progress, right? They went from the very lowest rung of the sort of international statistics to being where they are now, which is they are the most educated, most developed population in Africa, bar none. And somehow that's a crime. And how you can accuse a government that's done that of having no merit, and it has to go, it just makes no sense. It's Orwellian.
It is Orwellian. Jack, anything else?
No, I just want to say I'm a big fan, Alex. Keep doing your thing.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate your call. Al in Illinois, you're on the air.
Yes, hi.
Something weird's going on with the phone system. The calls are really, really loud, and he dropped. Okay, Jim in Georgia, go ahead. You're on the air, and then Chance in Indiana, close enough.
Goodness.
Hey, go ahead, Jim.
Okay, immense love and respect to you both, Alex Jones and Webster Tarpley.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to be able to speak to you. Ran into Alex Jones real quick. Ran into Alex Jones, learned about DU and September the 11th. And I've been a truth seeker for just about my entire life. My thing, and I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous because it's hard to get a hold of you. I'm so glad the word and the message, and you have a lot of callers. But my point is, where's the Christian voice in all these beautiful souls overseas being killed by these wimpy, I want to cuss, but wimpy little drones that are just being sent everywhere they're flown by cowards. And what kind of way is that to fight a war? We have, let's see, why can't people see the same? People who created these derivatives, these fake derivatives, and sold them all over the world, they're going to bring the drones here. That's the way it's going to work. It's not going to stop over there. It's coming here. Why can't people see what's going on?
Well, this was first a big issue in World War I because now people were just killing each other en masse. There was zero chivalry involved. And then World War II, the dropping of bombs on civilians as targets, and both sides doing it. And then now today, you have people thousands of miles away in an office park flying drones, going in and killing men, women, and children and calling it humanitarian. More and more as we become removed from the war through the technological apparatus, it allows more and more of a delusional, this is peace. And because people aren't seeing the sausage being made, and I think it shows we have been such a wealthy society that we've become decadent and slob-like. In one group, other people are working harder than ever as the economy begins to unravel. And so you kind of have those two worlds colliding. And, most Americans don't have passports. They've never traveled. We kind of live in our own bubble here. And I think that's what's happening. I appreciate your call, Jim. Any comments on that, Webster?
Well, the voice of Christianity here is the Roman Catholic bishop who, points out that you can't have Christianity and bombs. These don't mix. Sorry to anybody who thinks they do. That was the Prince of Peace, and that under Gaddafi, say what they will, there is total religious freedom, and actually a very tranquil religious situation. This country is 99% Sunni Muslim, and this is not an issue. And the government is, respects religion, but is not based on any religious basis. Not a theocracy. This is a secular state.
Let's talk to Chance in Indiana. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Alex, want to say good job yesterday at the state capitol. I watched you guys online.
Thank you.
And, guys did an excellent job. Real quick, couple things about Libya. I wanted to let you and your viewers know, reaffirm more. You guys were talking about whether we are or aren't going to Libya. It's kind of confirmed now. I recently had it confirmed to me through a family member that he is going to a training, like a 2-week training thing within the United States, and then he is going to Libya. So it just to more reaffirm that there are reports out there on other stuff through Fort Hood and stuff. And then second, for Dr. Tarpley, I just wanted to, and you, Alex, I wanted to ask both of you real quick what you would